Hello. I was thinking, I was really wondering, and good morning, by the way, good afternoon to everybody else not on the West Coast. But as I was saying, I was thinking, there's a lot of books that were written by a lot of people, right? A lot of the ones that actually help people live correctly with success have either been revised, diluted, or burned. But there's one book in particular that seems to always have a way to stay in existence. And that's the Holy Bible. I don't know what version everybody reads. There's a version that everybody is recommended to read, but then again, even that version is diluted and is missing. Is missing a lot of information. Important information, actually. But I was actually thinking, who reads the Bible like a regular book? Like, does anybody know what it means? It means, well, Bible is an acronym for biblical instruction before leaving earth. That we should know. But whoever reads a manual from the front to the back, like, doesn't everybody go like this? I got mine in my lap. People like, all right, I got a broken car part. Let me go in the glossary just find out what kind of part it is, and then let me go see if I can find it in the book, in the manual. That's how everybody reads this book. But let something happen in somebody's life and it becomes a broken area, a broken part of their vehicle being your body, which is, your life contains your soul. So, it's kind of obvious. But who reads a manual from the front to the back? Unless something bad happens. Then, you want to run back to the manual and see if you can correct the situation, right? But if somebody actually read the Bible from the front to the beginning, like they read Harry Potter novels, in magazines on end, in Sports Illustrated articles about people that don't even know they exist, come on, man. How hard is it to read one book that's probably, 1,000 pages long? They used to give us, what's it called? Devotions and stuff. And a calendar, how to read the Bible in a year. A year. You know how many people failed to just do a simple task like that because they were given instructions on how to read an instruction manual on how to live? You know how many people failed? I was one of those people. I ain't people. But like me, a lot of other people got intimidated at some point in their life because of how they received the task. And ain't nobody tell them what it was for. They be like, here's a Bible for the religion or for the place that we go to talk to other people and listen to words that you don't understand once or twice a week. Like, who wanna read a book about that? That sounds boring. Man, this is why I like entertainment, but good entertainment. Y'all already see how it is. There's been books that turn into movies, and then y'all be like, oh my gosh, it's totally different from the book. I don't know, you think? Don't you think that if there is a book that was given to us by somebody who is better than evil, don't you think that there would be a revised version of what's in here somewhere? Because if anybody read this or some kind of version of the words that's in this book from prophets, which you guys will call psychics nowadays, or right-hand men, or counselors, or, a best friend, wouldn't you think that there would be another version of this if y'all actually read it? And by y'all, I mean the people who have not read it thoroughly or even at all. This is America. It should be no questions as to why we going through what we going through if we would have read the manual. Just think. You got a brand new car, right? You don't even know where it came from. You just know it cost you $60,000 and you pay cash for it and it drives real, real fast. Let you run out of gas and you don't know where the gas gauge is located on your new $60,000 car. Some cars made like that. The gas gauge is not obvious. It's words pop up. You're running low on fuel. That kind of thing. So let's just imagine, that you are starting to run out of gas and you couldn't even tell where the gauge was at. You don't know how many miles you got left. You don't know nothing. Okay? Now, let's just say you had to figure this out with no internet service. No Google. Ain't no Google. You can't just Bing it. Can't go on your phone and, no, don't work like that. But you were given a book with this car. The person that gave you the book told you, read this and you'll be fine. I know you don't know about it, but you will know if you read this book. Okay? They told you with love to read a manual or a book or, I don't know, something that would help you operate your vehicle. Your brand spanking new vehicle. As you got for $60,000. Should be quite valuable. Let's just say you ran into this problem a year after you got that car. And you're like, matter of fact, while I'm talking, let's use an actual manual. Here's manual. We're going to look. I have a Bobo, by the way. I know how my car works. I read these for fun. Seen a $60,000 car, but hey, you get the point. So, here's a manual. It's collected dust. Now you're like, I don't know where the gauge is at correctly because other people actually filled up my car. My car was always full of gas. My parents put money in it. My friends gave me a helping hand. I had somebody detail my car. Somebody did everything for you, but you own the car. You listen to everybody else. Ain't nobody even tell you how to read the gauge. Your real friend would have told you that after filling up. Do you know even how to tell if you're running low on fuel? No, I just let people put stuff in there. That's another day. Anyways, you have a manual. There's no excuse as to why you should not know where things are located, how things work, and how to fix the problem. The Bible's the same way for humans. But many fail to realize that a lot of their problems could have been solved a long time ago or prevented centuries before them if one manual was read and understood. That's it. It's really simple. And then there's this other issue. There's this issue with people who actually did read it but didn't listen. There's others that read it and didn't understand but bothered not to ask any questions. The world will be much more simpler if we just read the manual and asked for help to understand it in the beginning. And then listen to guidance. People so scared about what others gonna say daily. They're scared about how they're gonna look, asking questions that seem obvious. The reason why the world's messed up is because nobody asked questions. There's very few churches and temples. I don't even want to use that word. Ain't no temples. Temple is a word to be used by a habitation that is worthy of such title, having glory. well, let's just say buildings. A lot of buildings with people in them that are supposed to be teaching others are failing at their job. Just like presidents. They go to the White House. All they are doing is pastoring the nations that they are in charge of. But with no biblical instruction. So that part is left up to us because the president gave us freedom of whatever we have left. Actually, he's trying. He's working on things, but hey, be patient. Yeah. When they separated church and state, honey, life here got extra harder. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. Now I have to work. Like, there's no assistance. There is no assistance. You out here all alone. By yourself. Girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, or whatever. Now, let you get blessed and get somebody that is literally a ride and die. And I'm talking about will ride with you and let their flesh die with you. And your flesh as well. Then there's a ride and rise. That's the goal. People want to ride or die. I want to ride and rise. And put the flesh in the gutter, you feel me? Because this, well, these are my clothes, but, I can't put my skin off. Don't work like that. But pretend this is your skin, okay? This right here. To keep this safe, don't mind the trees. I got this shirt a while back ago. This happened to be my car. But that was a lie. Okay, don't look at it. Anyways, so this right here, in order to protect it, you gotta read the manual. Because the manual gives you an extra pair of glasses that are not supplied when you are born. You get temporary ones, like a temporary ID. You get temporary vision. And depending on who is raising you and what you are in and what you're surrounded by, you can get lost. Your vision will get blurry because the glasses will come off. In order to keep them on, you have to read the instruction manual. But nobody hear me. I hope at least one person does. But it's that simple. Read the manual. If you can't understand it, I'll make one with pictures. Personally for you. And then I will break it down. Because we failing out here. The kids know more than us because they ain't deluded. Not all kids. Some kids. Be working on the children. Children are the most precious things on this planet. And they are killing them. They're taking them in their bodies and then killing their souls with trauma. Killing their souls with trauma. They are getting taken physically by demons, evil spirits, whatever you want to call it. They are getting taken away from our hands in front of us, and we don't know what's going on. Oh, I don't know if we would have strapped up with the original word of the creator of this whole entire place. Maybe we will, I don't know, succeeding. I'm lost for words right now. Lost. I messed up. I accepted my faults long ago. And I also asked for repentance, and I also was forgiven. They were thrown away in the trash. Y'all know what delete is? They were thrown away, put in a garbage disposal, and burned. Evaporated. Poof. Gone like they never existed. Can Satan do that? Don't worry, I'll wait. No, he cannot. Everybody in their mom want to call me. No, he don't care. He don't give a dang about any of us. He has come to steal to kill and destroy. That's it. That's it. The real OGs are the ones that are still here and are still smiling because we can laugh in their face. I read the manual. I'm still reading it because the thing is not in the language that I remember. This Americanish, I don't know what the heck it is. I know it in my head. What I read on paper be confusing me. I be like, okay, I remember this. There's a few words missing. And how it was translated, they changed things. They changed abbreviation, the spelling. They changed it all. And I'm just like, at least I remember the important stuff. What you feel inside, do not ignore. If it is from the Lord. It's getting hot. I was sweat. He just wants y'all to read. Nobody read nowadays. Everything's on TV. Everything is broke down, explained. I'm over here trying to explain myself. Don't make me bust open the manual and read it to you like a fairy tale, because I will. So y'all can hear exactly what he's saying and how he's saying it. Because apparently, I don't know, him giving his only child to a very ungrateful, grateful planet. Full of ungrateful people. He put you here because he likes the existence of us. And he wanted a relationship. He wanted to be your friend. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna send you a homeboy too, you know what I'm saying? But y'all kinda killed him, so that was a one and done on my son. The rest of us are inheritance. Chosen. He chose us. The souls did not originally come from Satan. They come from above. People say heaven sent. Who is it hell sent? Hell raised, I've heard of. Hell risen, hell raiser. Those are real. Heaven sent. To send something, that means you have to go away. Away. Whether that be out or down. Hellraiser. Hell's everywhere, by the way. We are actually living on it. But I don't know if y'all read the manual, I wouldn't have to sit here pleading for y'all to wake the heck up, because it is toxic here. Toxic. 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 It's disgusting. I don't watch TV. Haven't watched TV. Well, I take that back. No, I'm lying. I watched TV yesterday for the first time in a long time because I was bored. And I was just like, I could be praying right now. I really could be fleshly things. It's not funny, but I really sat there and watched television. I watched one channel and it was Ion. That's like the only one I watched, but I don't watch nothing else. Y'all be telling me stuff and I'm sitting here just, so is this according to me or is this actually happening? Man, I go on social media and I see 4 bombs got sent out, or I see praise. I'm sitting here in shock. I'm like, oh, you was giving me the news, social, what's it called? Social economic, I don't know, something. Just something. Recap. Social events, economic events, whatever it was called. It was like a follow-up on like what's going on outside. Because depending on where you're at and where you're located, you can be isolated and not know anything. Especially if you're disconnected from the outside world. Outside meaning like outside of my body and my little circle. I travel a lot, but still. Like, my world is not as big as many people seem. Like, I have a very direct direct relationship with God, and that's how I like to keep it. I don't want no inner beings, intercessors, no nothing. Don't come between me and my daddy, because I will have a whole fit and you will see it, and it will not be good. You will get all your feelings hurt. But if you read the manual, you would have known who I was from the beginning. I can only do so much persuading. There are certain powers certain people were given because they would use them correctly. Don't make me have to use mine. I am not kidding. I am not kidding. God is mad and he ain't playing no games. He's sad. He has a ball of mixed emotions. So if the weather is looking quite crazy, it is a mix of them messing with us and God being quite emotional. I will not go in his bedroom right now. I would wait, because his temper is heavy. It's quite heavy. It's real heavy, actually. I don't even know how to describe it. Forget Thor. You thought his hammer was heavy? Bruh. Y'all ain't seen no feet. Forget giants. Giants don't even exist. Giants look like ants compared to God. Like a 10-foot giant, like Goliath, he'd be like on Men in Black, when they take you all the way back and they show you like the locker, Will Smith sitting in the locker. I want to say it was Men in Black too. I don't know. I'm not sure. But they showed how small the humans were compared to the universe. The universe is God. He created everything. So if you ever open a door and you say, oh, the universe, are you calling the universe? Yeah, I'm calling God. He's the one that created it. Duh. Universe does not include people. Universe includes everything outside of them, what they don't see, because they sleep. Please don't stay asleep. I beg of you. I don't want to lose any more of our army to some recklessness because y'all are weak. I've been weak. I don't like it. I hate being weak. I hate being looked at as weak. I don't like being looked down upon because what I do seems weak. Kindness is not a weakness, baby. It's actually a strength. Now, if I can smile on your face after you just tried to tell on me or try to tease me, try to degrade me, you ain't degrading me. You're degrading God. He sent me. I have a job to do. Whether it lines up with your expectations, I am not sorry. It's not my job to make sure that happens. I don't boost your ego. You don't support me, do you? Do you pay me in any kind of way? This is how you need to speak to people. That's how it's going to be. People going to step to you. Everybody you thought was for you, think again. If they are not for you, they are against you. There ain't no middle. The ones in the middle get cut off because they are the weakest links. Goodbye. Y'all ain't ready for no gutter. You better prepare. That's all I gotta say.